Riyadh Al-Mustaqbal School English course, Grade 4 workbook. We're going to start in our workbook from new Unit 9. So open the first page in Unit 9, page 64. In page 64, we have Unit 9, something new to watch. Something new to watch. Lesson 1, words. Question number 1. Read and circle the words. We're going to read some definitions of words we took in Unit 9. We're going to read the definitions and then we have a picture of a TV. Next to the picture, we have some letters. Those letters make words. You're going to circle the words you find next to the TV, circle the words you find, and then match them to definitions that we already have. So the first definition, when you switch on the TV, you can see lots of different. The answer is programs. Try to look for programs next to the TV. Number 2, a program for children with moving picture. The answer is cartoon. Number 3, this tells you about things you can buy. The answer is advert. Number 4, to know what's happening in the world. Right now, you need to watch the answer is news. Number 5, this TV program gives you information. The answer is documentary. Number 6, you listen to music and news on this. The answer is radio. Number 7, you can use your phone when you are out. The answer is mobile. Number 8, you can use this camera to make films. The answer is camcorder. Number 9, to change the channel on the TV, you can use a remote. The answer is control. Number 10, there are lots of these on your TV. You choose one to watch using a remote control. The answer is channel. So let's go over them again. Number 1, the answer is program. Number 2, cartoon. Number 3, advert. Number 4, news. Number 5, documentary. Number 6, radio. Number 7, mobile. Number 8, camcorder. Number 9, control. Number 10, channel. Now we have number 2. Write using the words above. We're going to write the words using the words above. So let's start together. We have here, yesterday we watched some different TV programs. First, my sister and I watched Space because my sister loves the funny drawings. So in the space number 2, we write cartoons. First, my sister and I watched cartoons because she loves the funny drawings. Then we have, when my mom came in, she picked up the remote space and changed the space. The answer is, she picked up the remote control and changed the channel. We watched a space about history. We watched a documentary about history. It was very interesting. My dad was out, but he phoned from his mobile phone to say he was coming home soon. When my dad go home, he watched the news. The answer is news. So number 7, news. To see what was happening in the world. I went to my room and listened to the radio. After dinner, we all watched a DVD from our family holiday on our new camcorder. Dad said this was the best TV to watch because it doesn't have any adverts. Now let's go over the answers. We have number 2, cartoons. Number 3, control. Number 4, channel. Number 5, documentary. Number 6, mobile. Number 7, news. Number 8, radio. Number 9, camcorder. Number 10, adverts. Now those are the answers of page 64. Make sure you answer in your book. This is very important that you write the answers in your book. Have a nice day. رياض المستقبل School English course Grade 4 Workbook page 65. As you can see, we are still in Unit 9. So in page 65, we have Grammar 1. Question number 1. Circle the infinitive. If you remember, the infinitive is the base form of the verb. So it's the base form without any addings or any changes. Okay, we said that we used infinitive after to. We use the infinitive after to. So we have question number 1, circle the infinitive. So we have some sentences. We need to look for the infinitive and circle it. So number 1 is already answered, but let's read it. I went to the cinema to watch a film. As you can see, to watch is circled. Number 2, she went into the kitchen to eat some food. She went into the kitchen to eat some food. To eat is the infinitive, so circle to eat. Number 3, my dad came into my room to help with my homework. To help is the infinitive, so circle to help. Number 4, I put my book on the shelves to tidy my room. To tidy is the infinitive, so circle to tidy. Number 5, I phoned my grandma to say happy birthday. To say is the infinitive, so circle to say. Number 6, my dad used the camcorder to film our party. To film is the infinitive, so circle to film. Now let's move on to question number 2. Question number 2, complete the sentences using the infinitive. Number 1, I went to the living room to watch TV. So as we said in the class book, we use to give reason for our action. Okay, so let's look at picture number 2. In picture number 2, we have she is watching this documentary. She is watching this documentary. The answer should be to learn about space. To learn about space. You can change the answer if you don't like it. You can use to with any other infinitive that fits the picture. Okay, now we have number 3. Number 3, they went to the park. They went to the park. The answer should be to ride their bikes. To ride their bikes. After that, we have number 4. She used the dictionary. She used the dictionary. The answer should be to help with her homework. Number 5, we have we were watching the vegetables. We were washing the vegetables. The answer should be to cook dinner. Number 6, the last one. He went to the supermarket. Now number 6 is for you to answer. Number 6, look at it as your little homework. Now that's it for page 65. Thank you for listening and have a nice day. رياض المستقبل School English course Grade 4 workbook, page 66. Now in your workbook, open page 66 and let's answer the questions together. We have lesson 3, grammar. Question number 1. Read the answers, write the questions. So we have numbers of answers. What we are supposed to do is ask the question for those answers. For example, I say, my name is Miss Sarah. You, my Riyadh al-Mustaqbal student, should say, what's your name? That's the question that I've answered. Do you understand? But here, we're going to answer with how often. We're going to ask, actually, with how often. Okay? So, again, read the answers, write the questions. Usually, we read the question and write the answer. This time is vice versa. Number 1 is already answered. How often does she go swimming? That's the question that they answered. The answer, she goes swimming once a week. Now number 2. Number 2, we have the answer. He visits his cousin twice a year. So the question should be, how often does he visit his cousins? Number 3. The answer in front of us is, they study English every day. They study English every day. And in the picture, we have 2 people studying English. The question should be, how often do they study English? Number 4. We have the answer. He never uses a camcorder. He doesn't got one. So the question should be, how often does he use a camcorder? Number 5. We have the answer. I play volleyball twice a week. The question should be, how often do you play volleyball? Number 6. We have the answer. She goes on a holiday once a year. The answer should be, how often does she go on a holiday? Now we have question number 2. Write about you. Now we have number of questions that you should answer for yourself. That's why I can't give you an answer, because I don't know about you. Okay? So you will need to answer question number 2 is your homework. You need to answer it on your own. Okay? So let's read the questions together. Number 1, how often do you have maths at school? Number 2, how often do you make your bed? Question number 3, how often do you play basketball? Question number 4, how often do you go on a plane? So you should answer those questions according to yourself. After that, we have lesson 4. Phonics and spelling. Now we're going to move to phonics and spelling. We have question number 1 in phonics and spelling. Circle the odd one out. Write this word. Number 1. We have actor, visitor, mother. So the odd one out is mother because it ends with ER. What we should do is circle the word and then write it next to the other words. Number 2, we have October, doctor, sister. We should circle doctor because it ends with OR. Number 3, we have summer, better, mirror. The answer should be mirror because mirror ends with OR and the other 2 words ends in ER. Number 4, we have author, winter, actor. We should circle winter because winter ends with ER. And then we have number 5, we have visitor, number, ruler. The answer should be visitor because it ends with OR. And then we have number 6, we have father, tiger, actor. The answer should be actor because it ends with OR. Now we have question number 2. Write a sentence for each word. We have number of words and we will need to write a sentence for each. Now, I recommend that you give me your own sentences. So you take your book and you write sentences from your mind, like I show you in your class. But if you couldn't, let me give you my own sentences. So we have the words father. Father is the person who is married to your mother, is your dad or daddy, or in Libya we call him Baba. Number 2, we have doctor. Doctor is the person we go to when we are sick. He gives us medicine and he gives us a solution for our health problems. And then we have October. October is the 10th month in our year. So it's month number 10 in the year. And after that we have author. Author is the person who writes books. Now those are the definitions, but I don't want you to give me definitions. No, I want you to put those words in sentences. So the first sentence I have is father. For the word father, we have I learned a lot from my father. I learned a lot from my father. Number 2, doctor. Emma visited the doctor. Number 3, October. It will rain in October. Number 4, author. I want to be an author. Okay, now that's it for page 66. As I said in question number 2 in phonics and spelling, I recommend you give me your own answers because it will be better for you to think of the words on your own. So let me give it to you as a homework. Take those words in your notebook and write a sentence for each. Okay, thank you for listening. That's it for page 66. رياض المستقبل School English course, grade 4, workbook, page 67. Open page 67 and let's answer the questions together. We have reading. Number 1. Question number 1. Order the letters and write the words. 1. Bart sometimes played tricks on his sister. Number 2. The football match is at the space. The answer is stadium. Number 3. A very big tall person. Space. The answer is giant. Number 4. If you are naughty and you have problems. Space. The answer is get in trouble. Number 5. To take something without asking. The answer is stealing. Number 6. To start off a football match. The answer is kickoff. Number 7. This film, there is space. He is very bad. The answer is villain. Number 8. Round sweet food. The answer is donut. Now we have number 2. Question number 2. Write using the words above. So the words we answered in question number 1, we're going to finish the sentences with them in the spaces. We're going to fill in the gaps with the words from the question number 1. So we have yesterday we watched a cartoon about a villain who got into trouble. He didn't have any money, so he decided to space some food. In the space, we should write steal. So space number 2, steal. From a shop, he took 5 space because he was hungry. He took 5 donuts. So in space number 3, we write donuts. Later, he was ill and he said sorry. Then we watched the World Cup football match with Dad. The space was at 20. The kick-off, so number 4, kick-off was at 20 past 6. The match was at the national space, and the result was 1-1. At the national stadium, and the result was 1-1. Now we have question number 3. Read the class book, answer the questions. Now question number 3 is a homework for you guys at home. So you will need to read the class book all over again and answer question number 3. Now that's it for page 67. Thank you very much for listening.
رياض المستقبل School English Course Grade 4 Workbook Page 68. Now let's open page 68 and answer the questions together. We have lesson 6, writing. Question number 1. Write using a word with the prefix on. As you remember, the prefix on, we use it to make the word its opposite or to turn an adjective to its opposite. For example, we have happy. When we say unhappy means sad. When we add un to the word happy, we turn it into its opposite. So we have here in the box friendly, comfortable, lucky, well, known, happy, popular, usual. We will need to add the prefix on to each word and put it in the correct space. Number 1. I didn't find a golden ticket. I was unlucky. So number 1 is already done. We have unlucky. Number 2. My head hurts. I feel space. The answer is unwell. My head hurts. I feel unwell. Number 3. This bed is very hard. It is space. The answer is uncomfortable. This bed is very hard. It is uncomfortable. Number 4. I'm feeling space because I have lost my favorite hat. I'm feeling unhappy because I lost my favorite hat. Number 5. When a day is not like other days, it is space. The answer is unusual. When the day is not like other days, it is unusual. Number 6. The boy didn't want to speak to me. He was very unfriendly. The answer is unfriendly. Number 7. Something that no one has seen before is space. The answer is unknown. Something that no one has seen before is unknown. Number 8. A program that people do not like is space. A program that people do not like, the answer is unpopular. The answer is unpopular. A TV program that people do not like is unpopular. So the answers all over again. Number 2, we take well and we add un, so it turns to unwell. Number 3, we take comfortable and we add un, so it turns to uncomfortable. Number 4, we took happy and we add un, so it turned to unhappy. Number 5, we took usual and we add un, so it turned to unusual. Number 6, we took friendly and we add un, so it turned to unfriendly. Number 7, it took known and we add un, so it turned to unknown. Number 8, we took popular and we add un, so it turned to unpopular. Now let's move to question number 2. Read the TV guide and circle the words with the prefix on. So we have a TV guide, we have a text under each new program. We need to read the text and circle the word that have the prefix on. Okay, so let's read together. Saturday TV, Channel 3. 10 o'clock, cartoon, Sandy and Fado. This week, Sandy and Fado meet a new girl. At first, she's unfriendly. Fado is angry about this and plays a trick on the girl. This makes the new girl unhappy. But soon, she starts to laugh and laugh. Who could this unusual girl be? Okay, now number 2. We have 10:30 film. The red rocket. The red rocket is lost in space and arrive on an unknown planet. Some of the astronauts are unlucky. They start to feel unwell and their skin turns blue. What will they do to survive? Number 3. 12:30 news. Find out what events happen in the world today. Also include a weather report. Number 4. At 1 o'clock, documentary, Our History. Find out about school life 100 years ago. Were all teachers scary? Were all schools chairs uncomfortable? Do you think children were unhappier than children today? Now we read the text. Now we need to find the words that start with un, the prefix un. Let's start with the first text. This week, Sandy and Fado meet a new girl. At first, she is unfriendly. They already circled unfriendly for you. So let's move on. Fado is angry about this and plays a trick on the girl. This makes the girl unhappy. Now circle unhappy. But soon she starts to laugh and laugh. Who could this unusual? Now circle unusual. Girl B. Now keep following with me. 10:30 film. The red rocket. The red rocket is lost in space and arrive on an unknown planet. Circle unknown. Circle unknown. Some of the astronauts are unlucky. They start to feel unwell. Circle unlucky. Then circle unwell. And their skin turns blue. What will they do to survive? "12:30 news. Find out what event happened in the world today. Also includes a weather report. Here we don't have any words that starts with the prefix un. 1 o'clock, documentary, Our History. Find out about school life 100 years ago. We are all teachers scary. Were all chairs uncomfortable? Now circle uncomfortable. Do you think children were unhappier? Circle unhappier than children today. Now that's the answer of question number 2. Let's move on to question number 3. Read the list line of each description again. Write programs in order you would like to watch them. Write the best first. So this is your homework. The last question is your homework. You need to read the programs again and think of the best one for you. Your favorite should be number 1. Your second favorite should be number 2. Your third favorite should be number 3, and your least favorite should be number 4. Now that's it for page 68. Thank you for listening.
رياض المستقبل School English Course Grade 4 Workbook Unit 10 Page 74. Now let's answer the questions of page 74. Open page 74. We have I have printed my homework. I have printed my homework. Unit 10. Lesson 1 Words. So we're going to answer the questions of lesson 1 Words. Question number 1. Match the sentences with the pictures. We have a number of sentences from A to I and numbers of pictures from 1 to 9. We're going to match the sentences with the picture. So the first sentence we have, you use these to listen to the sound on your computer. What do we use to listen to the sound on the computer? We use speaker. So A matches picture number 8. Write A next to picture number 8. Number 2, or B. We use this to print out your documents. We use this to print out your documents. What do we use to print documents? We use a printer. So B takes picture number 1. Write B next to picture number 1. Then we have C. You use this to click on things on the screen. We use this to click on things on the screen. Now, what do we use to click on things? We use mouse. We use mouse. So C matches picture number 4. Write C next to picture number 4. And then we have E. To use the computer, you must do this first. Usually, you have a password. To use the computer, you must do this first. Usually, you have a password. So what do? We log into computer so we can use it. So E matches picture number 5. Write E next to picture number 5. Then we have F. With the computer mouse, you space things to open and close them. With the computer mouse, you click on things. So click on is picture number 9. Write F next to picture number 9. After that, we have G, the part of the computer where you see words and picture. G matches picture number 2. G matches picture number 2. Screen, the word is screen. So write G next to picture number 2. And then we have H. You do this so that you don't lose your work. You save your work. You save your work so you don't lose it. Where's save? It's picture number 7. So write H next to picture number 7. And then we have I. You do this to find the website you need. I matches picture number 6. Picture number 6. Search the internet. Picture number 6. Search the internet. Now we have question number 2. Write using the words from the picture above. We have a text with missing words. The missing words are the words we use in the picture, in the question, above. So, let's read together and try to answer them. Number 1 is already answered. I often use the computer to do my homework. First, I log in. The first space is log in. It's already answered. Writing my name and password. Today I need to find information for my homework. So I space using search engine. So I search the internet. Space number 2, search the internet. Soon I can see the page I want on the space. It has sound too. Soon I can see the page I want on the screen. Space number 2, fill it with screen. It has sound too. So I switch on the space. Space number 4, speakers. The answer is speakers. So I switch on the speakers. I use my space to find things I want to see. I use my mouse. Space number 5, mouse. Now, then I use the computer to write my homework. I always space the document. I always save the document. Space number 6, save. So that I don't lose anything. I save it on the space. Then I want to print my work. I save it on the memory stick. Space number 7, memory stick. So I switch on the space. I find the picture. I switch on the printer. Space number 8, printer. I find the picture of a little printer on the screen and I space it. And I click on it. Space number 9, click on it with the mouse. Then I show my homework to my parents.
Now that's it for base 74. Thank you for listening.
رياض المستقبل School English course. Grade 4 workbook. Page 75. Now let's open page 75 and answer the questions together. We have lesson 2 grammar. So the questions we're going to answer right now are grammar questions. Question number 1. Circle the correct verbs. We have some sentences. We have 2 choices in the sentences. For a verb, we need to circle the correct verb. Number 1. She is turned off, printed the computer. She is turned off the computer. Number 2. We have saved, put our books on the shelves. We have put our books on the shelves. Circle put. Number 3. He has saved a model plane. He has made a model plane. Number 4. She has put on, finished her homework. Number 4. She has finished her homework. Circle finished. Number 5. He has logged on, put on his coat. He has put on his coat. Circle put on. Number 6. We have printed, tidied the living room. We have tidied the living room. Circle tidied. So all over again, we have number 1, turned off. Number 2, put. Number 3, made. Number 4, finished. Number 5, put on. Number 6, tidied. Now let's move on to question number 2. Question number 2, we have write the verbs in the present perfect. We have the verbs in the box: save, make, finish, print, put, tidy. Our first picture: Jane is doing her homework. Now she has finished her homework. Simon is making his bed. Now he has made his bed. Julia and Kate are putting away toys. Now they have put them away. Thomas is printing a document. Now he has printed the document. Number 5. We are tidying our room. Now we have tidied our room. Number 6. I'm saving my document. Now I've saved my document. Now that's it for page 75. Thank you so much for listening. رياض المستقبل School English Course Grade 4 Workbook Page 76. Now open page 76 and let's answer the questions together. We have lesson 3 grammar. So the questions we're going to answer are grammar questions. Question number 1. Look and match the questions and answer. So we have a table in front of us at the beginning of the question. We have 2 people on the table, Charlie and Sasha. Charlie and Sasha are in this table and we need to see what did they do and what did they didn't do. Now we have do homework. Both Charlie and Sasha did their homework. Make bed. Charlie didn't make his bed, but Sasha did. Tidy room. Charlie tidied his room, Sasha didn't. Help with dinner. Both of them didn't help with dinner. Clean the table. Charlie cleaned the table, but Sasha didn't. Now we have number 1. Has Charlie made his bed? Number 1 is matched with B. No, he hasn't. Number 2. Has Charlie cleaned the table? Number 2 matched with D. Yes, he has. He cleaned the table. 2B. Number 3. Has Sasha made her bed? Number 3 matches with A. Yes, she has. Number 4. Has Sasha tidied her room? This is matches with F. No, she hasn't. Number 5. Have Charlie and Sasha done their homework? This matches with C. Yes, they have. Number 6. Have Charlie and Sasha helped with dinner? This matches with E. No, they haven't. Now question number 2. Write the questions in the present perfect. So we have some words. We need to make them into question and we need to make it in present perfect. Number 1. He see new game. Has he seen the new game? Yes, he has. Now number 2. She turned off printer. The answer should be, has she turned off the printer? No, she hasn't. 3. They finish homework. The answer should be, have they finished their homework? Yes, they have. Number 4. You save document. The answer should be, have you saved the document? No, I haven't. Now we have lesson 4, phonics and spelling. The questions we're going to answer right now are phonics question. Now here we have write the words in the correct box. We have UR box and IR box, and we have the box of the words which are Thursday, shirt, nurse, circle, girl, hurt, bird, curtain. Now in the UR box we already have Thursday. We also have in the UR box nurse, hurt, curtain. So in UR we have Thursday, nurse, hurt, curtain. In the IR box we should have girl, circle, bird, shirt. Again, in the IR box we have girl, circle, bird, shirt. Now question number 2. In phonics and spelling, write a sentence using each word. We have birthday, curtains, shirt, nurse. Number 1, birthday. You can write your own sentences, of course, but I am giving you sentence from myself. Number 1, birthday, we have my birthday is soon. My birthday is soon. Number 2, we have curtains. For the word curtains we have new curtains in our living room. Number 3, we have shirt. I am wearing my favorite shirt. Number 4, we have nurse. The nurse was nice. Now that's it for page 76 workbook. Thank you for listening. رياض المستقبل School English Course Grade 4 Workbook Page 77 Workbook. Open your workbook on page 77 and let's answer the questions together. We have lesson 5, reading. We're going to answer reading questions. Our first question is find and circle the words. We have 7 words. We need to find them in the box. Now, I'm going to read the words for you and you will find them in the box yourself. You can find the answers attached with the picture in front of you. We have number 1, keyboard. Number 2, email address. Number 3, subject. Number 4, website. Number 5, attach. Number 6, spell check. Number 7, message. Question number 2, write using the words above. Number 1, before you send an email, it's good to check the spelling by using space checker. By using a spell checker. Number 2, when you send an email, you click on to and type the person email space. The answer is email address. Number 3, this is what you write in an email space. This is what you write in an email message. The answer is message. Number 4, when you go into internet, you can look at lots of different space. You can look at lots of different websites. The answer is website. Number 5, you can space a photo to your email. You can attach a photo to your email. Number 6, we type our documents using a space. We type our documents using a keyboard. Number 7, the subject space tells you what the email is about. Now question number 3. Read the class book, circle the wrong word, write the correct word. We have number 1 is already answered. An email is a message from one TV to another, a computer to another. It's from a computer to another. So circle TV and write computer. Number 2, we use your printer to click on to. Now circle printer and write mouse. Use your mouse to click on to. Now the rest is homework for you. Try to find the answers from your workbook. We already explained the lesson in the workbook. Now that's it for page 77. Thank you for listening.
رياض المستقبل School English Course Grade 4 Workbook Page 78. Now open page 78 and let's answer the questions together. We have writing. So now we're going to answer writing question. Question number 1. Read the sentence. Write S for subject, V for verb, O for object above the words. We have number 1 is already solved, but let's go through it. So what we're going to do is take out the subject, the verb, and the object in each sentence. Number 1 is already solved. We have 1. I often use my dad's new computer. I often use my dad's new computer. So here the subject is I. The verb is use. The object is computer. Okay, now we have number 2. Sometimes we attach photos to. Sometimes we attach photos to. We have number 1 subject, we. And then we have verb, attach. And then we have the object, photos. So the subject is we, the verb is attach, and the object is photos. And then we have number 3. I like searching the internet. I like searching the internet. Here, our subject is I. Our verb is V. Our object is internet. Number 4. I have found a great website. I have found a great website. So, the subject here is I. The verb is found. The object is website. Now, question number 2. Write sentences using the words from the boxes. Here we have boxes with subject, verb, and object. We're going to make sentences using the words we have in the boxes. So in the subject box we have Silo, I, my brother, the cat, the scientist. In the verb box we have surprised, saw, found, broke, cheered, which all are verbs. In the object box we have a computer, the dog, the band, a skeleton, his elbow. So they have already answered number 1. We have the cat surprised the dog. So they took the cat as a subject, surprised as a verb, the dog as an object. Number 2. We're going to make our first sentence. Our first sentence is Silo saw a computer. Silo is our subject, saw our verb, a computer our object. Number 3. My brother broke his elbow. My brother is a subject, broke is a verb, his elbow is an object. Number 4. The scientist found a skeleton. The scientist is a subject, found is a verb, a skeleton is an object. Number 5. I cheered the band. I cheered the band. I is a subject, cheered is a verb, the band is an object. Now, question number 3. Read and write the adjectives and the adverbs. We have funny, adjective, fast, adverb, great, adjective, easily, adverb, new, adjective, difficult, adjective, quietly, adverb. Now, let's answer and fill in the gaps together. Number 1 is already answered. I often use my dad's new computer. It's in the living room, at home. I do my homework on it and play games.
I can type very space now. I can type very fast now. I also like making photo albums on the computer. It was space to learn at first. It was difficult to learn at first. But now I can create an album space. I can create an album easily. It's a good way to share my photos with friends. I like searching the internet too. I have found a space website, a great website. It's called Games for Kids. There are even some games in English. My sister sometimes plays computer games with me. There's a funny game we play together. It really makes us laugh. And then mom says we have to play space. We have to play quietly. Now, let's go over the spaces again. Number 2, fast. Number 3, difficult. Number 4, easily. Number 5, great. Number 6, funny. Number 7, quietly. Now that's it for Base 78. Thank you for listening. رياض المستقبل School English Course Grade 4 Workbook Page 80. Now open page 80 and let's answer the questions together. We have Unit 11. Have you ever been? Unit 11. Have you ever been? Lesson 1. Words. We're going to answer questions related to Lesson 1 in Unit 11. Words. Number 1. Question number 1. Circle the correct words. Then match the words with the pictures. A. An oasis/ocean is a very big sea. An ocean is a very big sea. The answer is ocean. Circle ocean. A cave/town is a hole in the rocks that you can get inside. A cave is a hole in the rocks that you can get inside. The answer is cave. C. A rainforest/village is a hot, wet place with lots of trees. A rainforest is a hot, wet place with lots of trees. D. A desert/village is a smaller than a town. A village is smaller than a town. E. It can be very hot near a volcano cave because hot gas comes out of the top. F. An oasis island is a land with water around it. An island is a land with water around it. G. In a rainforest desert, there is lots of sand and people travel by camel. In a desert, there is lots of sand and people travel by camel. H. London, Cairo, Madrid, and Moscow are all island/capital city. Are all capital city. I. A volcano/town is bigger than a village but smaller than a city. A town is bigger than a village but smaller than a city. The answer is town. Circle town. J. An oasis/island is a place in the desert where there is water and plants can grow. An oasis is a place in the desert where there is water and plants can grow. So, we're going now to match the pictures. Number 1 takes A. Number 2 takes I, which is town. Number 3 takes E, which is volcano. Number 4 takes D, which is village. Number 5 takes J, which is an oasis. Number 6 takes C, which is a rainforest. Number 7 takes H, which is a capital city. Number 8 takes J. Number 9 takes F, which is an island. Number 10 takes B, which is a cave. Now let's move on to question number 2. Question number 2. Write using the words above. So we have the words above, which are ocean, cave, rainforest, village, volcano, island, desert, capital, town, ISIS. Now, we're going to take the words above and finish the sentences. Fill in the gaps. Number 1. Maria lives in a small village in the Amazon. So the first space is already answered as village. The answer is village. The biggest space in the word. The biggest rainforest in the word. Number 2, the answer is rainforest. The weather is hot and wet there. Ahmed lives in Cairo, the space of Egypt. Ahmed lives in Cairo, the capital of Egypt. Cairo is near a big desert. So number 4, desert. Ahmed sometimes visits a place in the desert with water and tree called the Bahara space. The Bahara oasis. Sylvia lives in New Zealand. 2 space surrounded by the Pacific. 2 islands. Number 6. The answer is islands. Surrounded by the Pacific space. The Pacific Ocean. Number 7. Ocean. She lives in a space called Otma. She lives in a town called Otma. Sergio lives near space in Mexico. It's often hot. There is a lot of smoke. There are lots of space. Sergio lives near a volcano. Number 9, volcano. It's often hot. There is a lot of smoke. There are lots of space. Caves. There are lots of caves too, which are good for hiding in. Now that's it for page 80. Thank you for listening. رياض المستقبل School English Course Grade 4 Workbook Page 81. So on page 81 we have Lesson 2 Grammar. So the answers we're going to answer now are grammar answers. We have number 1. Look at Lulu's password. Answer yes she has or no she hasn't. So we have a picture of her passport and we're going to answer according to the picture. So we have number 1 is already answered. Has Lulu ever been to England? Yes she has. Now the second question. Has she ever been to Russia? Look at her password. Has she ever been to Russia? No she hasn't. The answer of number 2, no she hasn't. Number 3. Has she ever been to Spain? Look at the passport. The answer, yes she has. Number 4. Has she ever been to Egypt? Look at the passport. The answer, yes she has. Number 5. Has she ever been to Thailand? Look at the passport. No she hasn't. So we have number 2, no she hasn't. Number 3, yes she has. Number 4, yes she has. And number 5, no she hasn't. Now number 2, order the word, make questions, then write the answers. So here we have scrambled words that we need to order to make questions, and then we're going to write the answers. Number 1 is already answered. The moon, people, ever, ? Have been to. The answer is, have people ever been to the moon? And then we need to answer the question. Yes, they have. So number 2. Have you ever seen a rainforest? The answer is, have you ever seen a rainforest? Number 3. Been to, ? Astronaut, other, ever, planets, have. The answer, have astronauts ever been to other planets? The answer, yes, they have. Number 4. A cave, ? You have ever been in? The answer, have you ever been a cave? Now this question, the answer depends on you. Each question that have the word you in it, you need to answer yourself. So I'm not giving you an answer here. Number 5. Has Matt Jones ever been to space? The answer, no, he hasn't. So, when we order the questions, we got, has Matt Jones ever been to space? And the answer, no, he hasn't. And then number 6, we have, a volcano ever has Matt Jones climbed? The answer, has Matt Jones ever climbed a volcano? The answer, yes, he had. Now that's it for page 81. I want you to remember that question number 2 and question number 4
are for you to answer. I ordered them for you, but the answers are depending on your experience. Thank you for listening.
رياض المستقبل School English Course Grade 4 Workbook Page 82. In page 82 we have Lesson 3 Grammar 2. Question number 1. Look and write. So we have a table that we need to look at. In the table we have Claire, Mark, and Ruby. And then we have the activities: been to desert, seen a volcano, been skiing. So for each activity that they have done, we have a tick. And for each activity that they didn't do, we have a cross. So number 1 is already answered as usual. Let's read it together. Claire has been to a desert, but she has never seen a volcano or been skiing. Number 2. Mark has been skiing, but he have never seen a volcano or been to a desert. Number 3. Ruby has been to a volcano, but she have never been to a desert or been skiing. Question number 2. Write about you. We have Egypt, desert, the UK, Spain, Russia, Anoises, Brazil, Thailand, Australia, the USA, a forest, a Vietnam, Mexico. So you will need to make a sentence with these words depending on you, according to you. We have the boy in the picture saying, I have been to the UK, but I have never been to Thailand or the USA. Now, question number 2 is for you to answer on your own. And then we have lesson 4, phonics and spelling. Complete the words with EA or E. Number 1, we have bread. Number 2, we have tent. Number 3, we have present. Number 4, we have heavy. Number 5, we have feather. Number 6, we have spend. Question number 2. Write a sentence using each word. Number 1, we have heavy. The sentence, be careful, the bag is heavy. Number 2, we have tent. The sentence, I slept in a tent last night. Number 3, we have bread. The sentence, I can't eat bread. Number 4, we have head. The sentence, I hurt my head. Number 5, we have spend. The sentence, I try not to spend my money. Number 6, we have feather. The sentence, my pillow has feathers on the inside. Now that's it for page 82. Thank you for listening. رياض المستقبل School English Course Grade 4 Workbook Page 83. Now on page 83 we have reading. Order the letters and write the words. Number 1. People need this gas to live. Space. Number 1 is already answered, but the answer is oxygen. Okay. Number 2. Ice cream. Space. On hot day. Ice cream melts. The answer is melt. Number 3. A long and difficult journey. Space. A long and a difficult journey. Expedition. The answer is expedition. Number 4. The top of a mountain. Space. The top of a mountain. Summit. The answer is a summit. Number 5. When a river turns to ice, it is space. When a river turns to ice, it is frozen. Number 6. The space of Mount Everest, it is 8,848 meters. The height. The answer is height of Mountain Everest. Number 7. You can find this on a map. Space. You can find this on a map. Location. The answer is location. Number 8. You need diving space to dive under the sea. You need diving equipment to dive under the sea. Number 2. Write using the words above. Rob is a mountain climber. Last year, he went on an space to Mount Aconcagua in the Andes. At first, the weather was sunny, but when Rob and his guides arrived at the space, it began to snow. When Rob and his guides arrived at the summit, it began to snow, and it was difficult to see. They started to go down the mountain quickly, but there were lots of snow and ice. They were thirsty, but they couldn't drink because their water was space. Their water was frozen. Number 3, frozen. Luckily, they had some cooking space. They had some cooking equipment. So they used this to space the ice. They used this to melt the ice. Number 5, the answer is melt in a pan. But it was difficult for Rob and the other men to breathe because there wasn't much space. There wasn't much oxygen. Rob rang to help, and soon a helicopter arrived. The helicopter found their location. Number 7, location on the mountain, thanks to Rob's phone. Now, let's move on to question number 3. Read the class book, write true for true sentences and false for false sentences or wrong sentences. Number 1 is already answered. Hillary expedition started in June 1953. Now this is false because the journey started in March 1953. Number 2. He reached the top of Mount Everest on the 89th of May. Now number 2 is true. Number 3. They stayed at the top of Everest for 2 hours. The answer is wrong, false. They stayed for 15 minutes. So number 3 is false. Number 4. The youngest person to climb the summit was 15. Number 4 is false. The youngest person to climb the summit was 13. So number 1 is false. Number 2 is true. Number 3 is false. And number 4 is false. Now that's it for page 82. Thank you for listening.
رياض المستقبل School English Course Grade 4 Workbook Page 84. Now open page 84 and let's answer the questions together. We have Lesson 6 Writing. So the questions we are answering right now are a writing question. Number 1. There are 4 topics in this text. Read and underline the 4 topic sentences. Matt Jones is a 32-year-old photographer who has a very exciting life. He works for different magazines and takes photographs for special places in the world that most of us will never see. Matt has been to lots of different countries, but he has spent most of his time in South America. Here, he has visited the rainforest of the Amazon and climbed the Andes Mountains in Chile. These mountains can be very dangerous and very cold. He has just climbed some very different kinds of mountains.
Volcanoes. There are lots of volcanoes in the world which are active and people can climb. But you have to take extra care, especially as it can be very hot on the top. Matt is very happy in his job. I know I'm lucky, Matt says. My job isn't really like work because of doing something I love. Now we read the text, now let's take out the topic sentence. Our first topic sentence, Matt Jones is a 30-year-old photographer who has very exciting life. Now this is number 1. Number 2. In the third line, we have Matt has been to lots of different countries. This is topic sentence number 2. Topic sentence number 3 is there are lots of volcanoes in the world which are not active and people can climb. Now this is number 3. Number 4, Matt is very happy in his job. Now this is number 4. Now, let's move on to question number 2. Complete the paragraph below with a topic sentence. So we have number of paragraphs missing a part which is a topic sentence, and we have a separate topic sentence that we need to put in the right place. Our topic sentence are A. Snowy loves to eat. B. Snowy likes to play. C. Snowy came to live with us when she was a kitten. D. I have got a pet and her name is Snowy. Number 1. Space. Snowy is a white cat with big ears and a small pink nose. She is white all over. She likes snow, but she has green eyes and the end of her tail is brown. So, in number 1, the correct topic sentence is D. I've got a pet and her name is Snowy. So with number 1, we have D. Number 2, space. My parents brought her home in a box, but I didn't know what was inside the box. Snowy was surprised for my birthday. I was really happy with my kitten. So number 2 takes C. Snowy came to live with us when she was a kitten. Number 3, space. At home, she has different toys to play with, but she also plays with paper and string. In the garden, she likes to chasing bird. She likes chasing birds. So with number 3, we take B. Snowy likes to play. Snowy likes to play. So number 3 takes B. Number 4, space. She eats special cat food from a tin, and she drinks a lot of water. However, her favorite food is fish. She loves having any kind of fish, which we gave her once a week for a treat. So for 4, we have A. Snowy loves to eat. Snowy loves to eat. Now again, for number 1, we have D. For number 2, we have C. For number 3, we have B. For number 4, we have A. Now that's it for page 84. Thank you for listening.
رياض المستقبل School English Course Grade 4 Workbook. Now open your workbook, page 85, and let's look at page 85 together. We have lesson 6. Question number 3. Look at the pictures, write the words under the correct space. We have a box with the words went down the mountain, stayed in a tent, made hot soup, reached the top, fell over, buried chocolates in the snow, checked equipment, took photos, tried to get worms. Now we have 3 days with 3 pictures. We have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, the Wednesday is the first day, Thursday is the second day, and Friday is the third day and the final day. So on Wednesday we have went down the mountain is already written. The other 2 words are checked equipment, of course, in the first day, fell over in the first day. The second day we have Thursday, stayed in tent, made hot soup, tried to get warm. And then we have Friday, the last picture. Buried chocolate in the snow, reached the top, took photos. Okay, now that's it for page 84. The second question in page 84, or question number 4 in my writing, this is your homework. You should do it on your own because it depends on you. Now write a blog entry about what happened on Everest expedition. Write about what happened on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You're going to write about question number 3. Look at the picture and write a text about them. That's it. Thank you for listening. And that's it for page 85. رياض المستقبل School English Course Grade 4 Workbook Page 86. This is the beginning of Unit 12. What's the matter? Lesson 1 Words. So the questions we're going to answer are related to Lesson 1 words in the class book. Question number 1. Match the sentence with the picture. Now we have number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pictures. We have 9 pictures. And we have the sentences. A. I have got a headache. B. She feels sick. C. He has got a stomach ache. D. I feel dizzy. E. He has got a cold. F. She has got a sore throat. G. I have got a cough. H. He has got an earache. I. They are taking medicine. Now, picture number 1 matches with C. He has got a stomach ache. Picture number 2 matches with A. She has got a headache. Picture number 3 matches with I. They are taking medicine. Picture number 4 matches with D. I feel dizzy. Picture number 5 matches with F. She has got a sore throat. Picture number 6 matches with E. He has got a cold. Picture number 7 matches with G. She has got a cough. Picture number 8 matches with B. She feels sick. Picture number 9 matches with H. He has got an earache. Now look and write. We have in the picture the school nurse, Sarah, Jimmy, Becky, Aaron. Each one suffers from something. And now we need to know what's the matter with each of them and fill in the gaps. Now we have today 4 children went to see the school nurse because they were feeling ill. Jimmy had space and space. Jimmy had a headache and a sore throat. Sarah felt space and space. Sarah felt sick and dizzy. Becky had a bad space and space. Becky had a bad cough and a cold. Aaron had a space, space, and a space. Aaron had a stomach ache and an earache. The nurse gave the children some space. The nurse gave the children some medicine and glasses of water. She phoned their parents so they could go home. So let's go over the spaces again. Number 2, sore throat. Number 3, sick. Number 4, dizzy. Number 5, cough. Number 6, cold. Number 7, stomach ache. Number 8, earache. Number 9, medicine. Now, that's it for the answers of page 86. Be very careful when you are answering in your book. This is very important. Thank you for listening. رياض المستقبل School English Course Grade 4 Workbook. Open your workbook, page 87, and let's answer the questions together. We have Lesson 2, Grammar 1. Question number 1.
Read and circle. So we're going to read some sentences and we're going to circle the correct answer or the correct word for each sentences. Now we have should and shouldn't, and we should decide which one we should circle. Number 1. On school days, you should or shouldn't get up early. The answer is should. Number 2. You should or shouldn't get dressed quickly. Number 2. You should get dressed quickly. Number 3. You should or shouldn't run in the kitchen. Number 3. You shouldn't run in the kitchen. The answer is shouldn't. Number 4. You should or shouldn't be late for school. Number 4. You shouldn't be late for school. The answer is shouldn't. Number 5. You should or shouldn't listen to the teacher. Number 5. You should listen to the teacher. Circle should. Number 6. You should or shouldn't talk when the teacher is talking. You shouldn't talk when the teacher is talking. Number 7. You should or shouldn't always try your hardest. You should always try your hardest. Number 7. Circle should. Now, all over again. Number 2. Circle should. Number 3. Circle shouldn't. Number 4. Circle shouldn't. Number 5. Circle should. Number 6. Circle shouldn't. Number 7. Circle should. Now question number 2. Look at the picture. Write what each child should or shouldn't do to feel better. Now we have some pictures. We have Julia, Alex, Lizzie, James, Emily, Ben. And then we have some activities that we should say they should do them if there is a tick next to them, or they shouldn't do them if there is an cross next to them. Looking at the picture, you will understand. Number 1. Julia has a cold. Julia has a cold. The answer, she should drink orange juice. Number 2. Alex, space. Alex has got a stomach ache. The advice you should give him to feel better, he shouldn't eat. Number 3. Lizzie, space. The answer, Lizzie has got an earache. The advice, she shouldn't listen to music. Number 4. Jamie is dizzy. Jamie is dizzy. The advice, he should sit down. Number 5. Emily, space. The answer, Emily has a sore throat. The advice, she should take a medicine. Number 6. Ben has a headache. Ben has a headache. The advice, he should sleep. Now that's it for page 87. Thank you for listening. رياض المستقبل School English Course Grade 4 Workbook Page 88. Now open page 88 and let's answer the questions together. Now we have Lesson 3 Grammar 2. Number 1. Write. Could, couldn't, can, can't. Now we're going to put could, couldn't, and can't in the small text. Now next to the text we have a picture. Under the picture we have 9 years ago, I was a happy baby. Now let's read the text and fill in the gaps. When I was a baby, I, space, walk or talk. When I was a baby, I couldn't walk or talk. But I, space, sleep and play every day. But I could. Number 2, in the space we write could. Sleep and play every day. Now I have to go to school every day. So I space play or day anymore. Now I have to go to school, so I can't. In space number 3, we write can't. Play all day anymore. But now I space ride a bike. But now I can ride a bike. Swim and speak 2 languages. Number 2. Write about what people could and couldn't do 200 years ago. We have use computer, write with a feather, watch TV, go to school by horse, and cart. What people could do 200 years ago, what people couldn't do 200 years ago. Now this question is for you to answer. You write people could and choose 2 sentences and write it next to people could. And then you take people couldn't and take 2 sentences and write people couldn't under number 2. Now let's move on to lesson 4, phonics and spelling. In phonics and spelling, we have question number 1. Circle the correct ending, write the words. We need to circle the correct ending according to the picture and then write the word that the picture is talking about. We have picture number 1. We have LE or AEL, and then we have a space. Here we have a picture of a castle. Castle ends with LE, so circle LE and write castle. Picture number 2. We have a person who's sick laying on a moving bed. So where does that happen? It happens in a hospital. The word hospital ends with AL, so circle AL. Picture number 3, we have a picture of cereal. Cereal ends with AL, so circle AL and write cereal. Picture number 4, we have a picture of footwear. Here, the picture of sandals. Sandal ends with AL, so circle AL, sandal. We have picture number 4, we have a picture of a candle. Candle ends with LE, so circle LE and write candle. In picture number 6, we have people. We have 4 people, so people ends with LE, so circle LE. Now, let's repeat the answers all over again. We have number 1, LE, castle. Number 2, AL, hospital. Number 3, AL, cereal. Number 4, AL, sandal. Number 5, LE, candle. Number 6, LE, people. Now question number 2. Write sentences using each words. Now we have 4 words and we need to write sentences about them. I will give you 4 sentences, but you have a homework to write 4 sentences with those words in your notebook. Okay, so for each word you need to give me another sentence. Number 1, sandal. The sentence is, I hate wearing sandals. Number 2, table. The sentence is, I am eating on a table. Number 3, people. There is a lot of people here. Number 4, hospital. If you get sick, you go to a hospital. So number 1, I hate wearing sandals. Number 2, I'm eating on a table. Number 3, there is a lot of people here. Number 4, if you get sick, you go to a hospital. Now that's it for page 88 workbook. Thank you for listening. رياض المستقبل School English course, grade 4, workbook, page 89. Open page 89 and let's answer the questions together. Lesson 5, reading. So the questions we're going to answer are connected
to the reading lesson in your workbook, Unit 12. Now we have number 1. Match the words with the pictures. Number 1. A girl running. Number 2 is a vegetable. Number 3, a person on a bike. Number 4, a picture of milk. Number 5, a bag of chips. Number 6, sugar, I guess. Number 7, some fish. And number 8, a boy eating a good meal.
Now let's start reading the words. We have fit, energy, healthy, crisps, sugar, calcium, cabbage, sardines. Now we have picture number 1. Picture number 1 matches B, energy. Picture number 2 matches cabbage, G. Picture number 3 matches fit, A. Picture number 4 matches calcium, F. Picture number 5 matches crisps, D. Picture number 6 matches sugar, E. Picture number 7 matches sardines, H. Picture number 8 matches healthy, C. Now again, picture number 1, B. Picture number 2, G. Picture number 3, A. Picture number 4, F. Picture number 5, D. Picture number 6, E. Picture number 7, H. Picture number 8, C. Now, question number 2. Write using the words above. Now we're going to fill in the gaps with the words above. Number 1. People who exercise every day want to be space. The answer is fit. Number 2. Space are a type of fish that you have a lot of calcium. The answer is sardines. Number 3. To be space, you have to eat good diet and drink lots of water. The answer is healthy. Number 4. Space are made from potatoes. They have lots of salt and fat. Number 4. Crisps. The answer is crisps. Number 5. When you can do things without getting tired, you have got lots of space. You have got lots of energy. The answer is energy. Number 6. Chocolate and sweets have got lots of space. Chocolate and sweets have got lots of sugar. Number 7. Space is a big round vegetable. A cabbage is a big round vegetable. Number 8. You need space to help your bones grow. You need calcium to help your bones grow. Number 3. Read the class book, answer the questions. We have questions in the class book. We need to read the text and then answer the questions here. Question number 1. What exercise can you do if you don't like team sport? You can walk to school, go swimming, or go skating. Number 2. What types of food contain too much sugar? Foods like sweets, cakes, chocolate. Number 3. Which drinks are healthy? Drinks like milk and water. Number 4. Which drink has lots of sugar? Fizzy drinks has lots of sugar. Number 5. Which has more calcium? Yogurt or cabbage? Yogurt has more calcium. Now that's it for page 89. Thank you for listening. رياض المستقبل School English Course Grade 4 Workbook Page 90. Now open page 90 and let's answer the questions together. We have lesson 6 Writing. So the questions we're going to answer are a follow-up of the writing lesson. So we have number 1. Complete the sentence with so and because. We have in the box I don't want to eat too much sugar. I didn't go to school. I missed the school bus. I don't want to be tired at school. I want to be fit. It has got a lot of calcium. Okay, so we have number 1. I always go to bed early. The answer is because I don't want to be tired at school. Because it's used with a reason. Okay, so number 2, I was ill yesterday. The answer, so I didn't go to school. So it's given for a result. It's used with result. Number 3, I drink milk with my breakfast because it has a lot of calcium. The answer is because I had a lot of calcium. Number 4, I go to my dance class because I want to be fit. The answer is because I want to be fit. Number 5, I woke up late yesterday. The answer, so I missed the school bus. So, as I said, is giving for results. Number 6, I only eat chocolate once a week. The answer, because I don't want to eat too much sugar. So number 1, the answer is because I don't want to be tired at school. Number 2, the answer, so I didn't go to school. Number 3, the answer, because it has got a lot of calcium. Number 4, the answer, because I want to be fit. Number 5, the answer, so I missed the school bus. Number 6, I only eat chocolate once a week. The answer, because I don't want to eat too much sugar. Now, let's move on to question number 2. Read the leaflet and circle so and because. Don't catch a cold. It's horrible to have a cold. You sneeze and cough. Your nose runs and you can feel very tired or have a headache. What can you do to stop getting a cold? Fresh air helps, so open windows and go for walks outside. Wash your hands often because hands which are not clean can spread colds. Eat a healthy diet to keep your body strong. Fruit is especially important, and scientists think oranges can help because they have a lot of vitamin C. Get lots of sleep because when you are tired, you can get ill more easily. If you are unlucky and do get cold, what can you do to avoid giving it to others? Colds are passed on through air, so don't cough or sneeze near other people's faces. Use tissue when you blow your nose or sneeze. Then put the tissue in the bin and wash your hands. Don't share cups because you can pass on cold this way too. Okay, so here we're talking about cold and getting sick. We gave 3 reasons how to avoid getting cold. Fresh air helps, wash your hands often, and eat oranges, fruit and vegetables, and get lots of sleep. And we got 3 ways to avoid getting your cold to other people. Colds are passed through air, so don't sneeze on people's faces. Use tissue and put the tissue when you're done with it in the bin. And then we said don't share cups or other kitchen utensils with other people. So this is our text. What do we need to do with this text? We need to take out so and because. So in the first paragraph, look for so or because. Can you see any so and because in the first paragraph? Above the picture? No, in the first paragraph we don't have so nor because. The second paragraph, what can you do to stop getting cold? Under this paragraph, can you see so or because? So the first line, fresh air helps so. So, circle so in the first line. Now under this line, do you see any so and because? We have wash your hands often because. Here, circle because. And then we have in the third paragraph in this part of the text, we have oranges can help because. Oranges can help because. Circle because. Now, in the last part, the last paragraph in this text, we have get lots of sleep because. Circle because. Now, in the last part of our text, we have if you are unlucky and do get cold, what can you do to avoid getting it to others? Here, can you see any so and because under this part of the text? So we have in the second line under it, we have through air, so don't cough or sneeze. Here, circle, so. Under this part of the text, can you see any so and because? So in the line before last, in the whole paragraph, we have don't share cups because. Don't share cups because. Here, circle, because. Now here is the last so and because we have in this paragraph. Thank you for listening, and this is the end of page 19.
رياض المستقبل School English Course Grade 4 Workbook Page 91 Lesson 6 Complete the mind map. So we have a map and we have words in the box or phrases in the box. We need to finish the map that we have in front of us with the phrases in the box. We have the phrases walking, fruit, search the internet, swimming, open windows, listen to music, help others, read books, water, time with friends, wash hands. Okay, so we have healthy map and happy map. The healthy map, the first thing we have, do exercise. So we need to put under do exercise some exercises. Our first exercise is football. Our second exercise is walking. Our third exercise is swimming. Now next in our healthy map, we have eat, drink. So we look for stuff to eat and drink that are healthy and put them under eat and drink. So we have the first thing is vegetables. The second is fruit. The third is water. And then we have other things. It means other healthy things. We have the first one, sleep. The second one, wash hands. The third one, open window. And then we have our happy map. In our happy map, we have see people. Under see people, we write time with family, time with friends, help others. And then we have do things. Do things, under do things, we write play games, search the internet, listen to music. And then we have learn things. Under learn things, we write play an instrument, read books. Now that's it for page 91. For exercise number 4 in page 91 is for your homework. Write a leaflet about how to be healthy and happy. You can use the phrases from exercise 3. Choose new ones. So you can use the phrases or choose new ones and write a leaflet in the space you have in your workbook. This is considered your homework. Thank you for listening.